Oh, we got up this morning on the beach, and hey, we're going to pack up and head on up to the Speedway.
It's pretty down here, but the wind is horrible. My goodness. It's been a very windy day.
There's an old Southern saying for that.
What?
Whooping it.
It was definitely whooping it.
Whooping it.
Proceed about 2 miles to your destination.
Well, as you can see, we got here much earlier than we did yesterday, and man, there's a good crowd here today, and I don't think we're going to have a disappointing day at all. Hope I just get done everything I want to get done. So, hey, let's go ahead and start looking at these cars and see what we can find. But I want you to look out through here, man. It's just people everywhere.
Turkey and Rodman, man. Making it happen. Come see me, Uncle Leo, Roll 29. What's up?
There's a lot of great cars here and trucks, and I did a lot of walking around and looking at this stuff, and it's amazing, on Thanksgiving weekend so many people bring so much stuff out. But it's been a pleasure. Hey, check out this little 63 Suburban here. This thing's pretty sweet. I had a 63 Chevrolet pickup, and I was kind of fond of it. A lot of people don't like that wraparound windshield, but I kind of do like it. But this one here was really done really nice. It was a really clean-looking truck. There was a lot of Suburbans here. This was a pretty nice little 68 Pro Street, looks like Chevelle. The 69 and 68 and 69 Chevelles are pretty much the same car, a little bit of difference. A lot of people are partial to the 69s, a lot of people are partial to the 68, but really pretty much other than the grille and the way the stripes line up on it, they're pretty much the same car. They got a really good look to them, really good stance to them. They're just totally different than the earlier models or the 70. Here we have a little 66 Nova. Man, this thing looks like a beast. I'm telling you. I don't know if I'd want to be behind the wheel of that or not. So, but man, check out these wheels and tires on this thing. That thing looks mean. Yeah, it's a sweet-looking car. I didn't get to hear it run, but I'm sure it was a good-sounding vehicle. Here we have a little Buick Grand National. These things were 86, 87. They were, I tell you, back in the day, I remember as a teenager when I was looking for cars, I looked at these things and, they were 6-cylinders and, but with that Charger on there, man, they was screaming out some pretty decent horsepower for back in my day. compared to everything else like the SS Monte Carlos and some of the other cars that's trying to compete with them. They was pretty sweet. Here we got a little 62 Impala SS. I like the 62s, the way the back end looks on them. But I like all, my problem is I like all these cars. I mean, I'm fond of some a little bit more than the others, but hey, I pretty much like all of them. But yeah, this thing was well done. It's pretty nice orange. I think that's called a hugger orange is what it looks like they've got painted on that thing. And but yeah, that was a really nice looking car. Here's a really black 54, or it could be a 55 Chevrolet truck. A lot of people don't know it, but in 55 they changed the body style altogether. But right at the beginning of 55, they were still producing these 54s, and they called them 55s. So I don't know if this was a 54 or 55, but it was pretty clean. This was a nice Chevelle here. I looked at it and talked to the guy, and it's a really low-mile car. I can't remember what the mileage he told me it was, but I talked to so many people. But I remember him saying it was a really low-mile car, and it was, it was really clean, all original, and it was just a really nice car. But, I like these 69, 68, 69, 70 Chevelle. Here comes a hot rod right here, boys. Little Corvette talking to you. Anyway, I did a lot of walking around. I just didn't have enough time to cover the whole track, but they had a lot of parts for sale, and a lot of merchandise, and a lot of people I came to see and talk to, try to make some connections with. Some of them I got to see, some of them I didn't. I did meet quite a few, and there was, I think I'm gonna turn out some good relationships with those. But some I really wanted to see I didn't get to. But hey, there'll be another day. But yeah, check out these here. Sweet little old 68 Camaro. Like it's an SS. White, got her for sale. I didn't get the number good. I wish I had it, but anyway, here we got a 64 Impala. So I got a small block in it. And that's a deep red. I don't know really what that red was, but pretty much all these cars that were here that I saw, were really well done. And I think this may have been a Biscayne. It wasn't the Impala. There's just some gas pumps and air hose tanks and a lot of vintage stuff. I've got some of that stuff myself, and I like collecting. I just like looking at a lot of this stuff. It reminds me of my childhood. But they had a lot of swap meet stuff. There's a little Chevy 2 over here. That's a pretty color on it. I like that faded light blue. And this car was for sale. I had a lot of cars for sale over here to show. Like I said, I've never been to the Turkey Run. This was my first year, but I definitely plan on coming back earlier and staying longer. Yeah, just a lot of parts. There's a little Honda motorcycle. Every time I see one of those, I remember thinking about it. Elvis Presley. He did a movie called, I think it was called Roustabout, and he was running back and forth from. Seems like he was doing carnival work or something. But anyway, that's what he was riding, one of those old vintage Hondas. But you can see the parts. If you're looking for anything and you're building old cars, you're trying to keep the original, this is the place to come. Come to another little Nova. Got maybe a Barracuda there. That's a golf cart, but they got a little Barracuda. Monte Carlo. It's a lot of people. I met and talked with a ton of people. And, I've seen a few celebrities walking around and I got to speak with. And, I've really had a good time. I bought some parts right here at this guy right here, Ashley Chevelle Parts. I bought a lot of stuff from him in the past. Here's your 64, 5 or 6, I ain't sure which, Suburban. And like I said, there was a lot of these Suburbans there. I don't see many of them around where I live, but man, they was sure turning out up here at this show. And, I kind of like them. That's a clean looking truck. That was a popular color back in 64, 5, and 6. This, I guess that's called a powder blue with a white top. Here's your 63 Chevrolet, excuse me. It was really clean. Bel Airs had the chrome all around the windows and doors, but yeah, it was a really pretty car. It's a convertible. Looks like a little Buick beside of it. A little green. I don't know what color green that is, but that's maybe I don't know. It's green and white. This leather interior. I don't know who done this car, but it was really sharp too. I think it had that little LS motor in it. But yeah, just a pretty car. Now this car right here, I talked to this guy, and it had 40. I think he said 40-something thousand miles on this C28. And it's a 73. Original as it could be from one end to the other, and it was a really sweet little car. But I thought I'd put it on here and let y'all see it. And I like to do these videos because I know everybody can't go to these shows, and at least I can give some kind of an idea of what's out there. I just kind of like to do it and let people at least get a picture of what's going on anyway. Well, I really appreciate everybody watching these things, and I really enjoy doing it, and I hope y'all enjoy watching them. But I'm going to probably try to wrap this up here in a little while, and probably I've got about a 7-hour drive to get back home to where I live, back up in the upstate of South Carolina. I am going to stop by Hilton Head Island and see if I can catch some folks, but if not, hey, that's okay too. And well, listen, I appreciate everybody watching. And the first of next week, I got to get back to work, back at the old Ellis Repair Shop. So, hey, until next time, y'all be careful out there, would you?